I say. Welcome back to my channel. I am Serene, and today's video is gonna be a part of the dating series because I have not made a dating series video in so long. But let's chit chat. Okay, so there was this clip going viral on like Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that of this comedian called Lala the Comedian talking about an experience, because this is what we're gonna call it, an experience she had with a gentleman in relation to him buying her food and her paying for it. And I wanted to talk about it because at this point, dating is ghetto. I'm so sorry. So many men want like a certain type of lady and aren't able to sustain that certain type of lady. Dating is ghetto. But anyways, I'm gonna let you draw your conclusion before I give my ideas of what I think happened, because let me tell you, her video is like 8 minutes long. I'm not gonna put the full 8 minutes. It's gonna be like between 5 and 6 minutes. I'm just gonna give you the general gist. So there's this guy, I think she and the both of them had like a mutual friend. He says that he's a foodie, and I think she had checked his Instagram or something, and he was like eating all over the place or what's that. And he invited her out to have something, or they should go and experience like a pizza or something. And apparently this pizza is like infused with lobster, like the flavor of lobster, something like that. It's supposed to be expensive. This is in California. I think that's what she said, California. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and watch her video, and then we come back and I am gonna commentate. Listen to me commentate, okay? Because that is the very unseriousness of the entire situation. So we're just gonna let her tell us what's going on, and we're gonna come back and talk about this dude and about her actually, because I think she kind of allowed it to an extent. But let's just listen to what she has to say. Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, I should have known that some BS was about to go down when he was like, Law, come up to the window real quick so we could go ahead and get this pizza. Because a real man or a gentleman would have been like, what do you want? And then brought it to the car. But I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe he want to see me because I'm about to go home or something. I'm like overlooking that. So we get up to the window. He's talking to his people. And, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get my order then. I'm the type of person, you take me somewhere, mind you, COVID going on, ain't nobody sitting down, so we ordering to go. We pull up somewhere, I'm expecting to pay for my portion. I never expect nobody to do nothing for me. You might be like, no, you tripping, but honey, I have my own, so I'm good. Go up to the window, and I'm like, hey, I'd like to go ahead and get the lobster pizza. Now, there's two sizes, okay? There's a 12-inch and there is a 20-inch. I go ahead and get the 12. That's a whole pizza. It's still a lot, So I get mine, and he was like, he said, wait. He come up, he interrupted. He was like, you ain't put mine on there. I'm like, okay, cool. So at this point, I'm thinking he about to go ahead and pay for my food. That's why he's saying, you ain't get mine, right? So he comes up and he go ahead and order his 20-inch. He got a manly appetite. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't got manly ways. And here's why. He go ahead and get his pizza, and then he turn around and start talking to his people again. And I'm like, wait a minute. You just ordered pizza on my tab and you not a... So, honey, here I am at the front, honey, digging in my bag like this. Oh, my bank card. Waiting for the man to turn around. Waiting for him to be like, oh, wait, no, I got it. So I'm still digging. I'm looking at this man. Y'all, do y'all know he never turned back around to pay? So I said, you know what? It ain't tricking if you got it. Big baller status over here. I go ahead and pay for it. Y'all, the tab for 2 pizzas, okay, came out to $87. Now, I'd have been cool if I'd have just paid for my own, $35. But, all right, cool. The nigga done got me. Boom. Oh, I done got. You know what I'm saying? So, then I turn around, after I get the receipt from the dude, whatever, and all of a sudden, he realizes I'm there and he starts talking. So I'm thinking in my head the whole time as he's talking, like, this nigga really gonna act like I didn't just pay for his food? Like, are you dumb? So, okay. And y'all, not to mention this nigga had the nerve to say, dang, I should have got some dessert. Nigga, where? Where? So anyways, all right. We end up going our separate ways, whatever. I get to my house, you know, and I was like, dang, like, I really just got. And for me, I'm not gonna lie, it was more of the principle, okay? I wasn't sweating the money, but I was just like, dang, and then a dude really just came up behind me, put his food on my tab, and then let me pay for it, and I done got bamboozled, okay? So, I get a text message, y'all. This nigga texted me and said, y'all, guess what he said? He said, dang, that pizza was banging. Nigga, I bet it was. Free food always bangs. Like, what are we even talking about? Y'all, I was pissed. I didn't even respond. So, here's the kicker.
So, guys, first of all, when was that gonna happen to me? No, I really want to make this about me, but when? Because, let me say something. First of all, the first mistake, like she said in her video, was it's raining. She gets there, and then he's like, get out of the car. Excuse me. You know, there was a time I was dating or like talking to somebody. I wasn't really dating them. I was talking to somebody. This was like a good 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. And it was summertime in the beautiful United Kingdom. And he invited me out. And I don't like the heat. I don't. There's no other explanation. I don't like the heat. So he invited me out and he wanted me to go to like this big garden. And it was really hot. It was one of those hot days. And the heat here gets ridiculous. So he's like, oh, let's go out. And I was just like, yeah, I don't think I want to come. So he's like, why? And I literally, my response to him was, I am chocolate. I will melt. And yeah, he thought I was flirting with him and stuff. So that was good. But I meant it. I am not going to say, like, I cannot stand the heat. So she was supposed to say she's like piece of paper or something, like she just disintegrates in water. Something, because why would he tell her to get out of her car? So that she could tell him the order. Like, you have phone numbers. She could text you the order. Like, that should have been the first red flag, because I don't need to come out of my car for you to order me a pizza. Anyways, she goes to the line. She gets the pizza, and then she pays for the pizza. And I'm just like, sis, this is a second red flag, the second mistake. First mistake, you got out of the car. Second mistake, you paid. She's there, she ruffling through her purse. What purse, sis? You get to the front of the line, and he doesn't pay. Tell the restaurant, take it behind off. Take it backside off. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't need it. Tell them it's a mistake. What I can do other than take the thing out of the oven? It's not yours. It's not yours. I will take it off. And if I don't want to cause the restaurant any thingy, I will tell her, like, excuse me, babe. I would have just out and like, honey, baby, the bill is here. Pay where? And then the thing is, like, she's also talking about, oh, I can do it. Yes, you can do it. But as a woman, why are you volunteering to do it in terms of, and volunteer is probably the wrong word. Why are you trying to prove to a man that you can do it? Like, I never got my head around those things. I don't understand why women feel they have to prove to a man that they're strong, and have to prove to a man that they're capable of doing everything that they can do. Like, women live in this world by themselves all the time. Like, men should by now know that women could deal with it. Now, should a woman have to deal with it by herself? That is the question. But you should not be trying to convince a man or your man or prospective man that you're strong. Like, who the hell cares? Who looks at a woman and be like, yeah, that's a strong woman. Like, that's the reason why I like her. I like her because she's strong. Like, what? A man naturally falls into position of protector and provider. Says no, like you weren't supposed to pay. So anyways, she begrudgingly paid. She goes home, she's in her feelings. She vexed. Dude ain't even realized. As a matter of fact, he was even like, oh, let me get some dessert. Like, guess what? People should not be people should not be playing like that. Dessert. Have you paid for dessert? So anyways, my first inclination when I heard this story was just like, why did you get out of the car? Why did you pay? Why didn't you call on him to pay? And let him show you that he's not paying. So then you could tell the restaurant, hey, big man, take that off. Take it off. I think I made a mistake with the order. Like, it's supposed to be separate bills. Women have to be expectant and demand chivalry. And I feel like because of feminism, and, you know, people that know me know I have a love-hate relationship with feminism. But people that are, because of feminism and its teachings and how everything is, women feel like they have something to prove. And in the process of proving this something, they get caught up in things like this. Because you're supposed to demand. And if he cannot provide what you're demanding, leave him. Because cartel say, as one gone, the next one born. And that's it, simple. Like, get rid of him. And I know that probably sounds very cutthroat, dry, but men get rid of women like this all the time for silliness. So if this man is not providing to the level of what you expect, and I mean, like, don't be unrealistic. Like, we're not trying to be unrealistic. You have to be realistic. But if he's not providing what you expect, then why not let him go? Literally let him go. And I just don't understand why all of a sudden dating has just become ghetto. Because at this point, men that go to first dates or second dates or third dates expecting a woman to pay or expecting a split bill, like, you are wasting your time, sis. You are wasting your time. Men like to prove stuff to you. Men like to show off. Men like to provide. They actually feel pride in doing it. And if they don't, leave him. Like, and that sounds so sad because, girl, like, ladies, gents, like, if I tell y'all, but I would leave them. The same advice I'm giving you is the same advice that I would give myself. I would leave. You're going to be looking for me in the daylight with a flashlight. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Like, gone, gone, gone. Men are supposed to provide and protect, and I don't understand why dating is just getting so ghetto. Like, they're expecting you to pay for your shit yourself. They're expecting you to give them sex. They're expecting you. They have all the expectations, and we have none because we're trying to prove to men that we could handle it. No man in the 21st century should be thinking to themselves, like, oh, this woman can't take care of herself. Like, they should not. But somehow they do, and we're out here fighting to prove to men. Women don't have anything to prove to men. Men have stuff to prove to women. And nobody, or a lot of people, are unwilling to have that serious conversations about it. But men have more to prove to women than women have to prove to men. And that's just it. So when men are out here talking about, oh, what do you bring to the table? And stuff like that, the question should actually be in the inverse. Women should be asking men what they bring to the table. Because unless I have missed something, women are the ones that carry babies. And to ensure that your seed has the best possible life, you have to let the man that is going to be the provider of that child prove to you that he can provide for that child. So technically, the person with the most to provide and the most to prove is actually the man. But nobody want to have that conversation, and I'm usually on my own because people don't want to have that conversation. Like, but it's a serious conversation to be had because dating has become ghetto because women don't put up enough demands and expectations. And like I said, if you saw my last video where I did this makeup look, you guys are due a sexy story time. A sexy story time, and in time it will come. I just need to give it some time. I don't want to post it right away, and I don't want to do it right away, but it's coming. these men are trifling. That man was trifling. Luckily, he did send her back her money. And I was just like, he was supposed to put some percentage on that. Like, there was supposed to be some interest charge. But he sent her back her money and that was good. And I'm just thinking, guys, what do you think? Do you think that feminism have just changed the entire dating game? And now dating is now ghetto. And people like me, who believes in some traditionalism, have to be dealing with the ghettofied men that are out here trying to get women to split bills and pay for them on dates. Like, oh my gosh, I saw a clip earlier this week. I think they were Australian, and the guy was like, he forget his wallet in the car, and I'm just like, bruh, like, what are you doing? Like, it's so embarrassing. And they were like on a TV show, so you know he ain't got no shame. His shame box bust long time. No, that shit is not cute. But do you think that feminism has changed the entire dating game? Do you think dating is ghetto? Do you guys have any stories about your dating ghetto experiences? If you do, drop them in the description box. Girl, drop them in the comment section down below. Tell me about your horrid dating ghetto experiences, and let's just have a nice little kiki in the comment section, because listen, I can't be the only one out here experiencing these ghettofied men. And also, she can't be the only one experiencing ghettofied men. And tell me, what else do you think she could have done differently to avoid having to spend on this man? Because he's an able-bodied man. Like, why are we spending on him? Anyways, let's take a drink to end this video, because I am finished and this is it. That's all and that's it, because right now, dating is ghetto. Bye.